The Ape Outdoors. Welcome to my project. Here is my Ape MP600 being delivered in spring of 2021. Basically, she was intact but in need of TLC. She was in driving condition. The tyres were badly perished. There was also a badge missing from the front mudguard. I was able to 3D print one of them, which you'll see later. The wheel rims needed sandblasting, as did the springs, and all the rubber parts needed replacing. The engine mounts were all replaced. The flatbed was sent off for sandblasting. And while it was away, I got to work on the sofa. Here is an old sofa bed that was in really bad condition that I stripped, put decent wood where it was needed, reupholstered in green, of course, olive green in fact, hence the name Olive for the van. I put rollers on the legs of the sofa so I could move it in and out easily. I was quite pleased. Then I removed the engine and painted the whole of the subframe in hammerite black. It was in good condition. I then set about painting all of the panels in Rust-Oleum paint using rollers or a paintbrush where the rollers wouldn't fit. This was a fun task and actually happened a lot quicker than I expected. The only problem I had was flies. It was a hot sunny day and the flies kept getting stuck, so I painted in undercover, and once it had skinned off, put it out in the sun. Once all the panels were painted and they were dry, I then had the fun of putting it all back together again, and then started on the mud guards and the finer details on the vehicle, with the help of my dog, of course. I then painted the inside of the truck, made it very fresh and ready for the road. The mud guards are all back on, wheels all painted, and of course my logo stuck on and painted too. So here's the first trip up to Kit Hill. Had a lot of interest, and here she is down at Coalstock Boatyard. So now for the camper pod. It's all made out of plywood of different thicknesses. The side with the window cut out was made of 12.5mm ply. The side without a window was made of 9, and the roof was made out of 6mm ply. This was to keep weight as low as possible. The storage areas put over the cab. The sofa bed and stove and kitchen assembly were put inside just to make sure there was room, and then the window was put in. And finally, just put the whole thing on the back of the truck to make sure everything fitted as I needed it to. Nice roof vent. At the back we have a tailgate and a small door. So then all of the woodwork was painted in 2-part epoxy and sanded, ready for a coat of cream paint to match the mud guards. The back door all fitted, but just in need of a coat of paint. Window all fitted. Then started woodwork on the inside. As you can see, there were cupboards wherever I could put them, and the floor was coated in 2-part epoxy too. Then to the electrics, a 170 watt solar panel and all the various switches and controllers on the inside. I put downlighters for the kitchen and painted the cupboard doors above. Then the electrics. Cupboard door on the left, and there's a cupboard at the back on the right. Sofa bed and mood lighting. Kitchen. And then the double bed with the fridge on the right hand side at the top. The tailgate opens to enable the kitchen to be put on legs and taken outside. On a nice day I could cook outside with any problems at all. It's all on rollers. Here we have the Ape outside my garage. Another look at the kitchen doors that are now fitted so nothing can fall out in transit, and there are the curtains. The back window has a blind. So all the trims are on and she's ready for her first road trip. So I headed up to Louis' 2 rooms on Kit Hill. Lots of people took photographs and asked lots of questions, and there she is ready for the great exploration with my ape outdoors.